Heyo! I don't have an intro here, so I'ma just talk about Block Party. Block Party is one of my favorite games, and it was from Brooklyn server, where I was so interested in trying out from watching people play in Hive Java on YouTube. But however, that time I don't have Java or a PC, so I tried to look around for a Pocket Edition, and that's where I joined Brooklyn's on around 2016 April. That was long ago though, and Block Party in Brooklyn's was kinda like randomized color in the first 7 rounds. Then from round 8, he had to find the least color as possible. A wrongful movement over time, you can be a gunner. I never knew at first in the first few months since I played that game. Then I had my friends from that server told me the tips on it. And honestly, it's much easier and yet challenging by the time when it's set to less than 1 second. I actually had survived until round over like a few times. The maximum was like 42 rounds or 8 minute game if you are curious. It's funny, before I moved to Hive, I got a little bit on Block Party, somewhere top 200 if I could remember that. But my stats on that game was like so garbage. And that includes right now, my stats is still garbage. I don't know what you think about it, so yeah, anyways, now we could just move to the topic about Hive Block Party. When I saw YouTubers trying to play Block Party before the game was released, I caught an eye on something new to my experience. It was about power-ups. Power-ups are amazing though. There are chances to get teleporters. And by the way, in the past 5 days, I was attempting to do Party Alone challenge. And sadly though, I don't want to give much spoilers since I started the challenge. And there are 3 difficulties to try out yourself. Yeah, I don't want to tell you what the rules are. I will just release a video if I could. Anyways, back to the power-ups. I made a poll about their opinion on each power-ups, and many of us seem to agree with them, and so do I, especially about the teleporter. We could agree that teleporter is the #1 ranking in all the power-ups. You could just one click and don't move at all until the floor is reset. When it comes to the second best power-up, most of the people say it's the leap, and some people say it's the speed boost. Leap is useful only when you have to land on a big space for less risk, so you don't have to waste a teleporter in the next round. Then speed boost is only good for reaching the color or stealing power-ups. So in my opinion, I'd say leap is my second most useful power-up. You don't know how useful it is if you play a lot of block drop or bar party for that matter. You'll get used to it someday. Trust me. Lastly, some of you may not agree with me until you hear how useless jump boost is. If you play that run a lot and ever thought of speedrunning, with the same speed, jump boost slows you down more than spin run, and in that case, if you're about to argue with me about clutching the jump, it's mostly able to jump further by 5 to 6 blocks instead of around 4 blocks, and can be clutched by using it and jump at the last second to be the last survivor. Maybe you get the point, but not everyone knows when or how to use it with the better combination like speed boost and jump boost, or jump boost and leap. One of the most OP pattern with the color was this man with cyan color. If you want to see his clip on the far corner says fastest block party world record, you can click on it, or you can find the clip link in the description. About that picture in there, because cyan block will only spawns at the far corner, only with 3 blocks in each corner. People were confused that light blue was cyan. That's where they realized it wasn't the color they need to find. And for that, if you're too far away from the color you had to land on, it's better to sacrifice one of the teleporters. About this, these patterns are not randomized, but more like customized by Hive team. Many of the patterns look the same, but with at least 2 sets of different colors. About this, you have to memorize it all. The floor example, if the map looks like the same in each side, I would recommend to stand around middle ring or middle circle to land on time. Then start from the center and have to go to far edge. It's way much easier and safer. If it's diagonal, depends on how they look like. I recommend to stand on the middle ring again or stand on the center. If the colors have far and near side, then it's a no problem to use both startups. When it comes to this brick wall looking pattern, they actually have 2 sides but mirrored, except that 2 or 3 of them are in different colors. Example, if it's gray and you can see that it's far from you, then the gray should be behind you as well, and it's also near. It's also safe to say that it can save your life. If you panic, then it's okay. It happens sometimes to some of us, but you can always prepare a leap to leap up and land on the color. But it's hard to say that if it's safe or not. Depends on how good your leap skill is. And soon as I just explained it to this thing, a lot of people died off from leap and jump boost, whatever you name it. Oh man, what a good day I'm going to start with. And I think that's pretty much I could talk about it. So I'm just gonna finish this game ASAP. Bruh. I thought I didn't have my sprints on. That was kind of scary. Oh boy, 1v1. I'm not gonna win this. Alright, that was kinda lucky to spawn in and land on. Okay, yeah, here's what I mean by using leaps on bigger areas. That's why I had to save my teleporters. And I realized I actually have enough teleporters, so I don't have to like rush for the power-ups anymore, because I might misclick. Okay, I see. He already ran out of teleporters. And GG. Anyways, thank you for watching. See you guys later.